Never Again Rwanda, hosted by annual 2-week Peacebuilding Institute that brings together Rwandan, regional and international university students and young professionals in Rwanda. But importantly, participants share their experience through readings of a shared set of text, site visits, lectures and group discussions. Participants from across the world share peace experience on how to keep and preserve peace. The 2013 Peacebuilding Institute was held between the 7th and 20th of July 2013 in Kigali. This was the biggest PBI run to date, bringing participants to Rwanda from across the globe, including those from East Africa, America, Europe, and many others. However, anyone may wonder, why this institute? According to the executive director of Never Again Rwanda, Eric Mahoro, the overall idea of the Peacebuilding Institute is to empower young people with skills to prevent and overcome violence and ethnic divides.
Basically, we wanted to make sure that the youth reflect on the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsis, that there is also an experiential learning because throughout the institute, people visit different sites, talk to different people, meet with survivors and perpetrators to get the first-hand experience. And all these in order to build a pool of worthy citizens who think about issues. Right.
This time around, the workshop aimed at reflecting on Rwanda's history and genocide committed against the Tutsi in 1994, the concepts of genocide, history and its prevention, transitional justice, good governance and development. It aims also at building a universal network of global citizens that are empowered to act against genocide and other crimes against humanity.
In order to build a pool of worthy citizens who think about issues and react out of their own shoes. Because we believe that by educating young people through looking at experiences like the Rwandan experience itself, we can build world citizens who can reflect on various issues that happen.
The main objective of this workshop is to highlight and deepen the involvement of young people in establishing sustainable peace. The Peacebuilding Institute is beyond class. Throughout the days together, the participants took part in experience-based learning sessions aimed at exploring causes and consequences of genocide, its impact on Rwandan lives, and positive change. Daniela Pola is currently a student in London School of Business. She comes from Colombia. For her, she decided to join the Peacebuilding to learn the unity and reconciliation in Rwanda and take it back to Colombia.
I decided to come here to learn about what happened here and about the initiatives that came after and about the experience about reconciliation and peace, so I can learn about it and translate it to my country and other countries that also need to fight for peace and reconciliation.
Adam Anthony from Tanzania. His ambition was to learn about the genocide and how it happened, in addition to feel his needs of understanding why and how conflicts happen.
When I was coming from Tanzania, my home country, I really never knew what to expect. I just thought it would be the same trainings you receive every day about peacekeeping, about learning about the conflicts that are going on in every other country every day. But then after I got into Rwanda, as things started to change. You started to see the real conflict, the genocide, how it happened, how people were impacted, how the survivors living, how the perpetrators are also leaving the survivors. But then the most important thing is you learn how important peace can be. Because back at home, you take peace for granted. I eat, I wake up, I sleep peacefully, and that's it. You don't really take initiative to keep that peace and harmony in the country. But after coming to Rwanda, after the lessons in class, after the field visit, especially at Kigali Memorial Center and Murambi, you get the real picture of what happened, and you learn genocide can happen anywhere. So it's a lesson that peace is something that should be treasured. It's something that should be kept by all means. Genocide can happen anywhere, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't happen ever again.
Daniela and Adam, as well as other participants' outlook, through reading texts, group discussions, learning from videos and films, lectures, without forgetting site visit, have helped them to satisfy their expectations.
The mindset has changed, and I want to go back home and tell everybody about what really happened. And as I was passing through the memorial, I thought of writing an article and maybe send it to the president. Because sometimes I think the leaders also might not know this stuff, because you might see conflict happening in the country every day. The political parties, maybe the opposition, the ruling party. But then you know when the conflict happens, it's not them who are really going to suffer. It's the children who are going to suffer. It's the women. It's young people who won't have anywhere else to go. So sometimes I think they also should be told. They might read this in the news, watch this in the TV, but then it's the same thing we used to do. So unless they are told the real stories, and maybe visit as well the memorials, they really get to understand the importance of
discussing the topics with experts and with people that actually live here has been very enriching, like for me, because you read about, like I've read before about the Rwandan conflict and the genocide and the peace building and transitional justice initiatives, but having the chance to discuss it with the people that actually know it firsthand and have experienced it has been just incredible for me, being able to compare both. And the site visitings and the experts have just helped me understand more, and has been really, really nice.
The whole visit that we've had, I've learned many things, many new things that I was supposed to know as I'm Rwandan, but I didn't know them before. So it helped me for learning more, having more skills, but even learning how can I try to change the society. Then we live together in peace as a country who had genocide in 1994.
The Peace Building Institute offers a high-quality and experiential learning experience where educational programs are combined with group and cultural activities. This has helped them to understand better the Rwandan society. Government institution visits such as the Rwanda Government Board, the National Unity and Reconciliation Commission, the Rwandan Senate, and many others. Its unique experience that shaped the Peace Building Institute participants on how government institutions are helping to strengthen peace after genocide.
Now my question is, do you have any young person in the Senate?
No. And it has its own explanation. It's called the Art Chamber. And it's a chamber of reflection. And it has also specific mission, addition to voting laws and overseeing the government. Those specific laws are by constitution in the Article 9, where the Senate of Rwanda is mandated to let anyone, any institution, respect the fundamental right for any in Rwanda, any citizen living in Rwanda, and it includes indeed to build the state of law and to fight against genocide and its ideology, to assure the equity between men and women, to assure the social justice, then to build a society where we reach decision by consensus.
Different scholars, including Honorable Edward Bamporiki, Usta Kaitesi, Emily Kranik, and many others have helped the participants to understand more the Rwandan peace perspective.
So, going to my village, meeting more killers from my area, I didn't give them my testimony. I told them that if you never apologize, the survivor will not forgive you, and your kids, including me, will never forgive you. It was simple. It wasn't a big testimony or what. I told them I will never forgive you if you never ask for forgiveness. And you are bad people because you kill the people in front of you.
You said that families are not yet ready to accuse their relatives of genocide. I want to know, did you do it first? Because to change by ourselves, I want to know if yourself you're going to accuse people you know that they committed genocide.
Gachacha, maybe I will be mistaken. In Gachacha, survivors did a big lot to say, to give a testimony and to say what happened to them, and other good Hutu had to know the truth and to judge people. But wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Myself, I went to the hospital, to the hospital area, and I said what I have seen. In my book, there is a testimony of 2 killers, those who came to kill in the hospital. And I'm sure my testimony has helped the church process, and it's there, it will keep helping. But saying that the Hutus are not ready to tell the story, it's not 100% Hutus, some Hutus. Because we do have others who did a good job doing Gachacha. And we do have others who are not ready to tell the truth.
We don't have separate markets. Remember, people are killing each other. Those that divide us. I'm trying to bring in force something that will bring us together, this country and everybody. So that's why we're here.
For those who have attended the Peace Building Institute, the Institute is a home of knowledge. PBI participants explore the day-to-day life of Rwandans through the community-based organizations in Kigali and Rwanda in general. Like this time, PBI participants visited Abasangirangendo, a genocide widow survivors-based association, and testimonies from them give a clear explanation on how Rwandan genocide widows are coping with both physical and spiritual scars of the genocide. According to Never Again Rwanda officials, the goal of this internship is to provide the international participants with experience working with grassroots organizations and exposing them firsthand to issues Rwanda faces.
We organize a grassroots visit is that it allows for the participants, they are from different countries. Like for the last PBI, we had from about 11 countries. It allows them to bond. It's a trip, and also they bond and they become closer. And also, since most of the participants are students, they are students, university students, who are currently doing their research or who are planning to do the research. So the grassroots visit, it allows them to come up, it renews or rejuvenates their interest in different topics, and then it allows them to decide on their topics of research.
Additionally, exploring and critically thinking about relevant themes, Never Again Rwanda hopes to not only enhance the knowledge of the participants, but also to empower them to be agents of change as individuals and as members of their home communities.
We reflected on actually the fact that before you make change in your own specific community or society at large, you have to change yourself. So through bringing different young people together to learn from our experience, we hope that these young people get to change themselves first and then commit to changing their own communities and societies.
Of the world, and it's a message I would love to bring back to my country, and that it is possible after such a difficult time. It is possible to come together if you work hard and work towards peace and reconciliation.
Most of the participants got the ideas of doing something important to change their societies once home.
It really has helped a lot of them, because like I'll give you an example. In the last PBI, we had a participant from Uganda, and by participating in these grassroots activities and observing, he also wanted to create a model of Umuganda in his village. So it contributes a lot. They have a lot to learn from these grassroots visits, and also they also implement or take the things they learn into their community.
Why not take your time and register for the next Peace Building Institute with the theme, What Can Rwanda Teach the World?